Types of sugar. The American Heart Association, AHA, has recommended that Americans drastically cut back on added sugar, to help slow the obesity and heart disease epidemics. The AHA's suggested added sugar threshold is no more than 100 calories per day. It is about 6 teaspoons or 24 grams of sugar for most women and no more than 150 calories per day, about 9 teaspoons or 36 grams of sugar, for most men. But remember, your body doesn't need to get any carbohydrate from added sugar. A good rule of thumb is to skip products that have added sugar at or near the top of the list, or have several sources of added sugar sprinkled throughout the list. In 2016, the FDA finally overhauled the way packaged foods are labeled and for the first time required manufacturers to list added sugars. That includes details on all added sugars like white or brown sugar and high fructose corn syrup. This affected about 800,000 products, including everything from protein bars, to sports drinks, cereals, spaghetti sauce and more. And get this, 4 grams of sugar equals 1 teaspoon. There are over 61 different names for sugar. Some are familiar, such as high fructose corn syrup. Some names, like mannose, may not sound like sugar at all. It's important to understand how much sugar you're eating, because having too much sugar has been linked to many diseases. Types of sugar. There are many different sources and names of sugar. There are 3 types of monosaccharides, which mean they are the simplest form of sugar. There are also sugars that are made of combinations of these monosaccharides. Sugars made from 2 types of monosaccharides are called disaccharides. Glucose. Glucose is a monosaccharide. It is widely found in a variety of foods. It's the most common form of sugar in plants. Glucose is the type of sugar that our bodies use for fuel. No matter what forms of sugar we eat, our bodies break most of them down into glucose. Glucose pairs with other simple sugars to form the disaccharides. Fructose. Fructose is also a monosaccharide. It's a type of sugar that is found in fruits, honey, and some root vegetables. Fructose is the sweetest of all naturally occurring sugars. Fructose can only be metabolized in your liver. Galactose. This is the 3rd common monosaccharide. It is made up of the same elements as glucose, but they are arranged differently. Galactose is mainly found as a monosaccharide in peas. Sucrose. Sucrose is made of 1 part glucose and 1 part fructose joined together. Sucrose is naturally found in plants. Table sugar is sucrose. It's usually made from sugarcane or sugar beets. Lactose. Lactose is the sugar naturally found in milk and dairy products. Lactose is made up of glucose and galactose. Lactose produces lactic acid, which is needed for fermentation to make yogurt and cheese. You need a specific enzyme known as lactase to break down lactose into glucose and galactose so that your body can absorb it. If you don't have that enzyme, you may be lactose intolerant. Maltose. Maltose is made of 2 glucose molecules bound together. It naturally occurs as the byproduct of breaking down carbohydrates. It's found in sprouted grains. Grains produce it when they break down starch to sprout. Natural sugar versus added sugar. Ultimately, your body processes all sugar in the same way. Natural sugars and added sugars have the same chemical structures. Natural sugars are the sugars that are found naturally in foods. Added sugars are added to food by manufacturers. The difference is that natural sugars occur in fruits and vegetables that contain fiber and healthy nutrients. There isn't usually a lot of natural sugar present in foods. Even a sweet fruit like an apple has only 19 grams of sugar. It also has 3 grams of fiber as well as vitamins and compounds that may help protect you from cancer and heart disease. A 20-ounce bottle of soda has 69 grams of sugar. Soda has no fiber and no nutritional benefits. The American Heart Association recommends no more than 24 grams of added sugar per day for women and 36 grams for men. Here are 61 of the most common aliases for sugar according to Sugar Science. Yellow sugar. 1. Anhydrous dextrose. Dextrose is a fast-digesting sugar derived from corn. It helps replenish energy in a short time. It is cheap, widely available, used in both food and medicines. 2. Agave. Agua miel is a colorless to amber sweet sap-like juice obtained from the core of agave and is a product rich in sugars such as fructose 32%, glucose 26% and sucrose 8%. 3. Agave nectar. Agave nectar is syrup that's considered worse than sugar. It comes from the fluid inside the blue agave plant. The same plant is used to make tequila. 4. Beet sugar. Sugar beet juice is second to sugarcane as the major source of the world's sugar. It's high in sucrose and is derived from sugar beet, a root vegetable closely related to beetroot. 5. Brown sugar, light and dark brown. Brown sugar is a sucrose sugar product with a brown color due to the presence of molasses. It contains slightly more minerals than white sugar but doesn't provide any health benefits. 6. Cane juice. Cane juice is extracted by crushing the canes and filtering the juice with slaked lime to remove dirt and debris. Many food companies have started using cane juice instead of sugar or high fructose corn syrup. 7. Cane juice solids or evaporated cane juice. Cane juice solids are produced by evaporating cane juice extracted from sugarcane. It can be found in yogurt, fruit juices and lemonades. 8. Cane sugar. Cane sugar is also made of sugarcane juice. Sometimes it's processed using bone char that helps bleach and filter white sugar. 9. Cane syrup. Cane syrup is made by simmering sugarcane juice in open kettles until it forms thick, dark syrup that resembles molasses. 10. Carob syrup. Carob syrup is a thick, dark, sweet liquid obtained by cooking the carob beans in water. 11. Castor sugar. Castor sugar is a type of fine granulated sugar available in white and golden varieties. Easy to dissolve, more granular than powdered sugar but finer than refined sugar. 12. Coconut sugar. Coconut sugar, made from coconut palm sap, contains small amounts of minerals, antioxidants and fiber. But, the high sugar content outweighs any potential benefits. 13. Confectioner's sugar. Confectioner's sugar or icing sugar is used to refer to any of a variety of refined sugars that have been finely ground into a powdery form. 14. Corn syrup. Also known as glucose syrup to confectioners, corn syrup is used in foods to soften texture, add volume, prevent crystallization of sugar and enhance flavor. 15. Corn syrup solids. As the name suggests, it's dried, solidified corn syrup. The government doesn't recognize this as sugar, so food manufacturers use it in their products without adding it to the sugar total. 16. Crystalline fructose. The crystalline form of fructose is made from corn or sugarcane. Due to its high sweetness, low glycemic index and low calories, crystalline fructose is used commonly in health food. 17. Date sugar. Derived from date syrup, slightly less processed than your regular table sugar. 18. Demerara sugar. Demerara sugar is a raw sugar extracted from sugarcane. It is minimally processed, so it has a golden brown color and large grains that give it a crunchy texture. 19. Dextran. Dextrins are chemical sugars obtained from bacteria during the production of table sugar, often used in medicines. 20. Dextrose. A simple sugar made from corn or wheat that's chemically identical to glucose. 21. Dehydrated cane juice. Dehydrated cane juice is basically the sweetener obtained by removing water from the fresh cane juice. 22. Evaporated cane juice. Evaporated cane juice is also made from sugarcane. As it's not processed as much as table sugar, it retains most of the nutrients from the sugarcane. 23. Evaporated cane syrup. Evaporated cane syrup is made by simply simmering cane juice until it thickens and darkens. 24. Evaporated sugar cane. Evaporated sugar or whole cane sugar is obtained by clarifying and evaporating the liquid from the juice of crushed sugar cane stalks. It crystallizes at room temperature. 25. Fructose. Fructose is also known as fruit sugar because it primarily occurs naturally in many fruits, honey, agave and many root vegetables. 26. Fructose crystals. As the name suggests, crystals formed after fructose is extracted from fruits and other fructose sources. 27. Fruit juice crystals. The freeze dehydration process is used to obtain powder from fruit juices and extracts and then is crystallized. 28. Fruit juice concentrate. Juice concentrate is fruit juice from which most of the water has been extracted. It's often used in fruit syrups and cocktails to add flavors. 29. Glazing sugar. Powdered sugar combined with vanilla extract and water, milk or butter forms glazing sugar. It's mostly used for bakery items and it hardens in cold temperatures. 30. Glucose. It's a type of sugar we get from foods we eat and our body uses it for energy as it is the simplest form of carbohydrate. It's less sweet than fructose and sucrose. 31. Glucose syrup. It's a thick transparent liquid with no visible impurities. Also known as confectioner's glucose, the syrup is made from the hydrolysis of starch. 32. Golden sugar. Made from pure cane sugar, golden sugar is less processed than white sugar. It's golden in color and has a hint of molasses flavor. 33. Golden syrup. Golden syrup is inverted sugar syrup made by adding acid to a sugar-water solution. It has an amber color and a texture similar to honey. 34. Granulated sugar, your regular, table sugar. 35. High fructose corn syrup. High fructose corn syrup, HFCS, is an artificial sugar made from corn syrup. From obesity to fatty liver, it has been linked to many health issues. 36. Honey, made by honeybees. Collected and served to you in a jar. Sugar can raise your blood sugar level more quickly, but honey is higher in calories. 37. Icing sugar. It is made by finely grinding granulated sugar until it turns into a very fine powder. Often used for cakes and other bakery items. 38. Invert sugar. Invert sugar is crystallized sugar that has been dissolved in water to create liquid sugar. 40. King syrup. King syrup is corn syrup. It's not made from sugarcane juice. 39. Invert syrup. Inverted sugar syrup is a syrup mixture of glucose and fructose. It's sweeter than sugar as it retains moisture better and crystallizes less easily. 41. Lactose. Lactose is a sugar that is naturally found in milk and milk products. 42. Maple syrup. This syrup is usually made from the xylem sap of sugar maple, red maple or black maple trees. Slightly healthier than table sugar. 43. Maple sugar. Maple sugar is prepared from the sap of maple trees. It's quite popular in Canada. 44. Maltose. Maltose is a sugar that tastes less sweet than table sugar. It contains no fructose and is used in candies and desserts. 45. Malt sugar. Another name for malt sugar. Used as a substitute for high fructose corn syrup. 46. Malt syrup. A liquid sweetener made from soaked and sprouted barley or other sources of maltose. It has a deep flavor and a consistency that is similar to molasses. 47. Molasses. Molasses is a substance produced while refining sugarcane or sugar beets into sugar. Sugarcane molasses is primarily used to sweeten and flavor foods. 48. Muscovado. A type of partially refined to unrefined sugar that has a strong molasses content and flavor. It's dark brown in color. 49. Nectar. Nectar is primarily a sugar and water solution, but it also contains free amino acids, proteins, inorganic ions and secondary plant compounds. 50. Pancake syrup. Pancake syrup is made with corn syrup and artificial maple extract. 51. Panocha. Made from unrefined cane juice that's reduced by boiling, then poured into cone-shaped molds to dry. The resulting brown sugar cone is richer in flavor and harder in texture than regular brown sugar. 52. Powdered sugar. Another name for icing sugar. 53. Raw sugar. Raw sugar is light brown in color and comes in crystallized form. It is 96 to 99% sucrose and a small amount of molasses. It contains the same number of calories as table sugar. 54. Refiner's syrup. Refiner's syrup is a byproduct of the refining of cane sugar. It's thick and has a distinctive flavor. 55. Sorghum. It's a natural sweetener that contains iron, calcium and potassium. 56. Sorghum syrup. Sorghum syrup is made from the green juice of the sorghum plant, which is extracted from the crushed stalks and then heated to steam off the excess water, leaving the syrup behind. 57. Sucanut. Sucanut is a trademark variety of whole cane sugar that provides the same calories as table sugar and other natural sweeteners, but it has antioxidants, more molasses and more minerals. 58. Sucrose. Another name for your table sugar. 59. Sugar. Another name for your table sugar. 60. Superfine sugar. Sugar crystals turned into powder. 61. Table sugar. Table sugar is composed of glucose and fructose. Naturally found in fruits, vegetables and nuts. Regularly used at home. 62. Treacle. Any uncrystallized syrup made while the refining of sugar. 63. Turbinado sugar. Partially refined light brown cane sugar with larger crystals than demerara. 64. White sugar. Crystallized sucrose is extracted from either sugarcane or sugar beets. 65. Yellow sugar. Yellow sugar is a light brown sugar with a subtle molasses flavor. Ideal for glazes, butterscotch, oatmeal cookies, baked apples, cinnamon buns, peanut brittle and more. Here are some easy suggestions on reducing your daily intake of sugar. Snack on avocado, fresh vegetables, nuts, seeds, low to no sugar yogurt instead sugar-filled protein or snack bars, candy pastries and cookies. Skip the cereals in the morning, even the healthy ones. They tend to have more sugar than you think and will spike your blood sugar. Not a great way to start the day. Opt for protein-rich breakfast like eggs and a veg. Drink water or tea instead of sugary, non-diet sodas or sports drinks. Skip the juice. If you do drink it, make sure it's 100% juice from fruit. Better yet, eat the fruit rather than juice. Look for hidden sugar in sneaky products that you wouldn't think has sugar. Examples include pasta sauce, salad dressing, bread, and ketchup. Choose fresh fruit for dessert instead of cakes, cookies, pies, ice cream and other sweets.